Welcome back to What's Kate Cooking, and today, pretty simple, I'm going to call it lazy scrambled eggs because I'm not going to break these into a bowl. I am going to scramble them in the pan itself. Salt and pepper, and I will be adding cheese as well, and here's where you're just going to scramble those in the pan. Obviously, you're not going to want to use a fork unless it's plastic, or if you don't care about ruining your pan. I know sometimes I don't care, but using just this like rubber spatula is a good option as well. And these are cooking on a medium-low heat, so a 2.5. Maybe that's just a low heat. And then also have some bacon crisping up here. You probably could cook these at a higher heat. Oh, and I did butter the pan before I put the eggs in there, of course. I am going to turn up the heat to about a 3.5. Now this bacon is just pretty thin, so it's not taking long to cook. I am also cooking it on a 4.5 heat. Cooking the bacon in the oven is another great option as well. Cooking it on foil helps lessen any sort of cleanup. And look, the bacon is pretty much finished. Oh yeah, look at that, that's good, okay. As far as that bacon, just going to be setting it on a napkin to absorb some of, or paper towel rather, to absorb some of that grease. And now I'm going to add the cheese. Right, so I don't have the cheese I want to add, so I will not be adding cheese. I do have pepper jack cheese, but I do not want to add pepper jack to these eggs. It would be a good option, just not really in the mood for all that. So I'm just gonna have scrambled eggs. I do still have my homemade salsa, so I will be having that with these scrambled eggs. I really wanted some cheese though, but it's okay. And by cheese, I mean like my cheddar cheese that I usually have with my eggs. Some people do add milk to their scrambled eggs. I do not. For me, it's just about, again, keeping it as simple as possible. And I don't care for all those extra calories, but they can, I guess, make your eggs fluffier, but it's not necessary or a requirement. And I think even for myself, that was a misconception for a while, like, oh, I need milk to make scrambled eggs. No, you don't. All right, and those are done. And there's breakfast. I am adding just a little bit of that salsa I made. So now, there's breakfast. What's for dinner? Dinner for today is going to be pretty simple, just leftovers. So pretty much the same dinner I had yesterday. For some reason, I'm not feeling the cucumber, so I'm not going to be adding that today. And yes, my lettuce is like reddening. It's turning kind of like that reddish color because I've got food I need to eat essentially. I am going to be using this. I do love usually these little mini like guacamoles. This one I didn't really like. I normally like that spicier one. So I'm gonna add it. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna really like it. Now, I do want to talk about the meat from yesterday because I am heating that up there. Again, just having leftovers. I really feel like it did not have that much flavor. So I am gonna just add a bunch more seasoning to it today. And again, essentially just, some chili powder. I'm gonna season my stove in the process. Chili powder, garlic powder, cumin, and I'm gonna put some more salt and pepper there as well. Also going to heat up the 3 jalapeno stuffed with chicken and cheese wrapped in bacon that I made the other day. I may have one, my son will probably have the other 2. But again, it's really just a leftover kind of day that we're having here. I am frying some corn tortillas into taco shells for my son Javier, for him to use that hamburger mixture with. And when I fry these, I just use regular like vegetable, canola oil, olive oil, whatever oil you have around essentially. I do have it on a 7.5 heat, so a high heat. Put the tortilla in the oil. You then want to allow it to get soft. You're gonna actually visually see that change, which as you can see only takes like 15 seconds. And at that point, you're gonna be able to fold it. Now, sometimes I've noticed, especially for some reason with white corn, they will start to crack sometimes, but that's what you're trying to avoid. And see, that's the visual change I'm talking about. Now, what I'm going to do over here is, with them still being hot, I am going to place a few slices, and I'm using like a couple of slices in each one because these are thin sliced. Well, maybe I'll actually only use one. Honestly, I'm not even going to eat these tacos there for Javier. But again, like to do that while they're hot so that that cheese melts in them. And this is something you have to be on top of. You can't put this on a 7-8 high heat and walk away. You've got to be attentive to this process when you're frying the tortilla shells. As you can see, they brown really fast. And I think that's the last one. looking good. And here we have that meat mixture I heated up earlier. I'm gonna just place a little bit in each one of those tacos for Javier. That's my son, my younger son. I have an older son named Dante, if anyone's curious. All right, so again, he's gonna come home and probably add lettuce and salsa to these, but oh my God, that looks so good. Yum, just as it is. All right, let's get to topping my salad as well. And let me point out what I've done here. I do have my homemade salsa. I did add some paste. I've got my spinach, my iceberg lettuce, that guacamole I'm not too sure about, and some pepper jack, thin sliced cheese that I've just torn apart, and about a scoop of that. And also going to be adding one of these. Oh my God, they look so good. These jalapenos, yum. I did think about cutting that up and mixing it all together, but I want all of its flavor by itself. I also thought, and I should have done this, about frying up, and maybe this will be a new meal idea, but frying up a corn tortilla and putting, instead of the meat, putting one of the jalapenos in there. But obviously too late for that now. I'm gonna have a V8. I've also had some cherries today. Thank you all so much for keeping up with What's Kate Cooking. I certainly appreciate it. And if you are trying any of these meals at home, certainly let me know. I would love to hear it, and how it's going for you. And if you like this video or any of the others, please make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to see what else I'm up to. Plenty of other things besides cooking, trust me. But I'll see you guys soon.